Hi, Marie.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm bummed.
Oh.
I mean, like, it doesn't even look that bad right now. I'm sure it's still wet and kind of gross, but I was like, man. But I mean, you know, when it's not nice, a lot of people wouldn't come out anyway. So,
Yeah.
oh well. How was
Yeah,
your day?
I was also surprised that it didn't rain. Changed all of a sudden. My day was okay. I looked at the weather this morning and then decided to work from home.
Good call.
I went to Sweet Greens for lunch, but it was gloomy.
Oh, so good. So good.
That's a very good option close by.
I know. It's so yummy.
Yeah. And you can make whatever you want.
And not feel guilty.
Hmm?
And
Yeah.
not feel guilty.
That's the main reason for me, at least. It's like easy, but at the same time healthy. But I go at like 12:30. If I go at like 12:30, it's so busy.
Oh,
The line will
so
be till
busy. Even if you think you're going to get past the line and like mobile order, you still have to wait forever.
Yeah.
I thought,
I see
I'm
them
going to be so
waiting.
smart.
Yeah. And I like to go there, look at the veggies, and then decide.
I always get the same thing, so I'm like so boring in my food.
Yeah, I mostly go for the same stuff: broccoli, beets, carrots, and chickpeas.
Yum. We're talking about Sweet Green, Alicia. Have you been there?
Oh yeah, they have it down there now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got
I've
a couple
been in
now.
Chicago. I've never been to one is there one in Midtown?
There's one at Colony Square.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that place is great. It's expensive, but like the salads are so good.
Are we talking about Sweet Green?
Yeah. There's one that was like a summer peach salad with goat cheese or something that was like so delicious. Can't remember. It might have been like last year. I know they changed them a lot.
Yeah, I love fruit in salad. I have mostly fruit when I make my salads. My kid thinks it's like so gross.
Yeah, I mean, cheese is also great in salad.
Let's see. Where's Keith?
I was wondering if you guys are getting this weather because it rained all day up here. So I figured it wasn't going to be super nice down there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's all wet, but it's basically stopped raining.
Yeah, I actually cleared a little bit.
I know. It's one of those things. Those outdoor classes are so hard to call, because you never know. Like you think, oh, let's go out there and get everybody out there, and then it pours or lightnings or something, and so it's a real pain. And the other thing that, I mean, it's a bummer, but also it's like if we would have been out there and not a lot of people had come, it kind of would have sucked anyway. So anyway, oh well. It's a bummer.
Yeah. So the square is in where your new studio is going to be? It's like a patio part there or something?
Yeah, it's like, has a little fake grass.
Oh, cool.
Like a little green. I mean, it's not like super little. They say they get like 100 people out there.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not like super big either, but it's right in front of the studio, like where our studio is going to be.
That's nice. Wow.
So it's kind of cool. So even when there's other yoga teachers teaching it, is still gonna be like advertisement for us eventually. Yeah.
Go outside.
Okay, someone else.
Signs. You know those people who like have the signs on the road. You can just quietly walk around the sign.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice. They give us priority with like not advertising, marketing. They offer like marketing help, and they do think about the fact that, you know, we're I don't know, what do you call it? You know, that we rent space there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for.
Tenant.
So that's nice. Tenants, there you go, that's it. Hey, Emily.
Hi there.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Maybe Keith might join us, but we'll see. Start standing. Just make your way up to the top of your mat. And so close your eyes, just bring your toes and heels together, palms together at your heart. So start to drop your attention down into your breath. So as you notice your inhale and your exhale, you may be able to slow down a little bit. Maybe just by noticing it, might even find a rhythmic pattern. And then once you establish that connection to your breath, then bring your attention up to the center of your chest, your heart center. And so as you rest your attention here, see if you can allow the boundaries separate you and everything else start to soften just a little, so that you can feel at one with everything in the universe. And from this place of connection, just imagine all beings everywhere taking benefit through your practice, especially those who are suffering. And then start to draw your attention up to the space between your eyebrows. Maybe tuning into that eternal sound of Om. And then we'll take the sound of Om 3 times together. Bow your head to your hands. Set a dedication or an intention for your practice if you like, or maybe just offer your practice up for the good of something greater, all without expectation in return. As you're ready, open your eyes. But keep your hands together. Just let your arms straighten, your elbows straighten. Press down into your feet and then reach your arms up and back. So maybe start to take a little baby back bend. It's early, so we may not feel super bendy yet. And try to reach your biceps back behind your ears. And as you exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Bring your chest down to your thighs. Relax your head and neck. One more breath here. And then inhale, step your right knee back, right foot back, lower down your knee. Shift your hips forward. Come up to your fingertips to reach your chest through your arms. Shoulder blades press down your back. Hips are moving towards your front heel. Find that connection, the space between your eyebrows again. And connecting to the sound of Om. And then as you inhale, push back. Take your hands to your front knee. Push back to straighten out your arms completely and then shift your hips forward. So again, as your hips come towards your front heel, your shoulders move back behind your glutes. Finding that curve through your spine. So think ribs forward, center of your chest up. Use your arms to help push back. And one more big deep breath. As you exhale, release your hands down to the floor, step your left knee back. Good, make your cow back. So lift your sit bones up to the sky. Bend at your elbows, chin and chest lower towards the floor, right in between your hands. As you inhale, slide your knees back and your chest forward. Come belly down. Use your back muscles. So squeeze your back muscles. Don't use your hands quite so much. Wake your back up. Press your belly down. Take one more deep breath. Listen, push up and back to child's pose. So shift your hips back to your heels. Chest to your thighs, forehead to the floor. Take one more breath. And then let's hover forward into Cobra again. So lift your head up, hover your nose off the floor. Slide forward just like a snake, slithering forward. Belly down, chest up. Good. This time, once you engage your back muscles and lift, use your hands, push up a little. And again, ribs forward, chest up. Take one more breath. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. If you can, bring your feet together. That's uncomfortable for your low back or your hips, and take your feet apart. And paddle out your heels. Shift your hips to the right and to the left. Wiggle out your shoulders. Oh, my God. Sorry, take one more deep breath. And then as you inhale, step your left foot forward in between, your right foot forward in between your hands. Right foot, right foot. Then lower your left knee down. Shift your hips forward towards your front heel. Fingertips down, chest up. One more deep breath. And then inhale, come up to your front knee. Push back with your arms. Straighten out your arms and then shift your hips forward. Imagining that curve in your spine. Pressing down through both feet, top of your back foot, sole of your front foot. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, hands down to the floor, step your back foot up. But squeeze your belly, press your feet into the floor, hands together. Rise all the way up, go back. Hips forward, squeeze your glutes, and then exhale all the way back down. Hands to the floor. Left leg will lead this time, so left foot steps back, lower your knee down. Good, this time take your hands together. Bring your hands all the way up and over your shoulders. Papayasana. Take Kali Mudra with your hands. Shift your hips forward. Maybe shimmy your shoulders out. Think about taking your biceps back behind your ears. And exhale, hands down. Step your front foot back. Good. Take knees, chest, and chin again. So arch your back, lower down. Good. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Good. Use your hands, push into your hands. Keep your belly down. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. One big inhale. One long exhale. Next inhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Good. Come up again, Kapiyasana with your hand, Kali Mudra with your hands. Kapiyasana is the pose. Shift your hips forward. Nice. Finding that arch through your back. Deep, deep bend into your front knee, as deep as you can. Really nice. Good. One more deep breath. Reach up. And exhale, hands down around your front foot. Step your back foot up. Good. Hands together. Squeeze your belly. Reach all the way up. Go back. Good. This time as you exhale, swan dive your arms. So reach your arms out to the sides and down to the floor. Fold forward again. Good. Stay here for a breath. Bend your knees into your chest. Relax your head and your neck. And as you inhale, take half lift. So either lift up to your fingertips or take your hands to your shins. Everything lengthens out. Straighten out your spine. Look up. And exhale, plant your palms. Step back, top of your high push-up. Push up between your shoulder blades. Keep the back of your neck long. Connect your low ribs and the top of your hips. As you exhale, lower down halfway. Don't lead with your head, lead with the center of your chest. Good. Inhale, push straight up. Roll over your toes. Lower your hips, lift your chest. Shoulder blades down. Good. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back. Good. Breathe. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Squeeze your low belly. Long deep breaths for 3. And take one more big inhale. One more long exhale. Next inhale, step or hop up. Right into half lift. Nice. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach out to the sides with your arms and then over your head as you rise all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back, lower down. Inhale, push up, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Gather your attention. So focus on the space between your eyebrows. Squeeze your lower belly. For 3. 2. 1. As you exhale, catch your lower 2 bandhas. On your inhale, step or hop up into half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms together, gaze up. One more. Exhale all the way down. And inhale, long spine. Look up. Exhale, take it back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take one big inhale. One equal exhale, catching your lower 2 bandhas at the bottom, and then inhale forward into half lift. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana as you inhale, so bend your knees, sink your hips, reach your arms up, shift your weight back, ease your glutes, nice. And one more deep breath. And exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, long spine, look up. Exhale, take it back, lower down. And inhale, push up. Exhale, hips up and back. As you inhale, left foot spins flat, right foot steps between your hands. Keep following this inhale up. Follow your own exhale all the way down. Step back, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hips up and back. Good, come through for the other side. So as you inhale, right foot flat, left foot between your hands. Keep following your inhale up. Your own exhale leads the way down. Step back and lower down. You don't have to go as fast or as slow as anybody else. Let your breath guide you. And then as you find downward facing dog, gather your attention. So squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your low belly, and then focus your internal vision up to the space between your eyebrows. Let's breathe for 3. 2. Listen on 1, rock forward, find your high plank. And really press up between your shoulder blades. Find that connection between your hips and ribs, high plank. Good, as you exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into high plank again. Good, hold. Exhale, let the movement come from your belly. So scoop your belly back like someone was just wrapping their arms around right above your hip bones and pulling you up and back. Good, inhale, slide forward, straighten out your spine, hold your high plank. Lift the backs of your knees up to the sky. Keep the back of your neck long. And listen, let's take 5 chaturanga push-ups. So you can do these any way. You can stay on your toes. You can lower down to your knees. You can take these all the way down to the floor and then pushing yourself up. So make it work for you. Do about 5. You're going to count out yourself. Nice. Looking good. And on this last one, let's take upward facing dog. Good. Wiggle your shoulders out. Maybe lower your thighs to the floor. And then lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Good. Send your right arm out to the right, left hand under your shoulder. Roll over onto your right side, lowering your armpit towards the floor, stacking your shoulders. Figure out what you'd like to do with your left arm. It can stay on the floor and help push your left shoulder over right. You can reach it around your low back or see if you could reach back and catch your right hand. So wherever you are with it, try to relax the space around the front of your right shoulder. Maybe imagine your armpit getting heavier and that opening, that melting, towards the floor, getting a little deeper, a little bigger. Take 2 more big deep breaths. And then as you inhale, gently release, come through center, and let's just do the other side. So left arm reaches out, right hand moves under your shoulder, roll over onto your side. Again, you'll figure out what feels right for you to do with your right arm. What you're trying to look for is right shoulder over left as much as you can. And then really consciously relax. And one more big deep breath. And then as you inhale, roll yourself back through center. Just take both hands under your shoulders, press yourself up to tabletop, and then step your right foot either kind of between your hands, but towards your right hand, or maybe a little bit on the outside of your right hand. So we're going to set up for lizard. So if you need to wiggle your foot over to the right a little bit more, that's okay. Left knee stays down. Both hands on the inside of your front foot. So see if you can come down onto your forearms. If it feels really tough, maybe you just come down onto your outside forearm. So take a quick look at your right knee. Make sure that your ankle's directly under your knee, but you're not angled forward. So this one's 90 degrees. Good. And then if you're coming down, well, actually wherever you are with it, however far your torso is down, I want you to really think about taking your ribs forward, just like when we do Cobra. So your ribs reach forward towards the front of the mat, and then shoulder blades together. So try not to hunch down into it and lead with your head down to the floor. So instead, everything is open and reaching forward. Yes, it's looking really nice. Beautiful. Fine. Take one more big deep breath. And then as you're ready, walk back up to your hands if you need to. Tuck the toes of your back foot, lift your back knee up off the mat. So hop your back foot in so that you shorten your stance to about 3/4 of the way back. Straighten out both legs, lower both heels. I want you to fold over your front leg. You may need to scoot it back towards the middle of your mat. Feel stable. Good. You can have your hands on your shin or fingertips to the floor, wherever they need to be. Let's try to see if you can have 2 straight legs. Scoop your low belly back. Move your shoulders away from your ears. And listen, let's take one more deep breath. So gather your attention and your focus. Take a big inhale. Take a long exhale. As you inhale, reach the center of your chest forward. Take a little half lift. Walk your fingertips a little bit forward in front of you. So bend into your front knee if you're not touching the floor yet. And then stand into your front leg and lift your back leg up for standing split. So just lift your back leg as high as you can. All of your weight forward. Good. Take your chest down towards your front thigh. Really good. All right. We're going to play with balance a little bit. So don't get overwhelmed. Just play, be curious, don't worry. Try to pull your back knee in towards your belly and bring your hands towards heart center. So imagine standing on one leg and coming into a tight little ball. Good. And now as you're ready, we're gonna unwind into Warrior 3. Your hands can go wherever you like them to go, but your spine straightens out. Chest goes forward, leg goes back. Really nice. Good, let's turn this into Ardha Chandrasana. So your right hand is gonna go down, left arm goes up, stack your hips. Lift your top leg, high, 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 point your toes. Press your thigh out behind you. Good. Take a deep bend in your front knee and land in your Warrior 2. So with control. So if you fall, just come back into it and try again. Okay, good. Open through your front knee. So make sure your front knee is pressing back over the outside edge of your front foot. Deep bend in your front knee. Like really deep bend, deeper than you usually go. Make more space between your feet. We're not going to be here forever, so just make it a good one. Relax your shoulders. Good. Inhale, straighten out your front leg. Shift your hips back. Reach for Trikonasana. Right arm down under your knee, left arm up to the sky. scoop your right hip under your left, stacking your hips. When you scoop your right hip under your left, imagine length through your side body, even the underside of your body, getting longer from your hip to your armpit. Good. Squeeze your belly, press into your feet, come up, keep your body, your bottom half of your body as it is. Reverse your triangle, reach down your back leg, front arm reaches up and back. Lengthen out through the left, what is that, your right side again. Good. One of my favorite things ever is to hold this and to move into reverse warrior two. So keep the top half of your body as it is. Take that really deep bend into your front knee again. So shift forward, push forward, and really stretch out. Yes. A big inhale right up through the side of your body. Good. And then as you inhale, come all the way up, plant your left hand down. Let's turn into side plank. So no special variation here, just a regular old side plank on your hand. So left hand down middle of your mat. Stack your feet if you can. If you need to come to knees, that's okay. But really think about that bottom side of your body. Left side, squeeze it down, squeeze it down. We just opened it up. Squeeze your hip and shoulder together. Good. Circle your right hand down to the floor. Good. Shift your hips back to your heels. Take child's pose. Relax your head and neck. Relax your shoulders. Take one more big deep breath. As you inhale, come up into your tabletop. Take a round or two of cat and cow. Wiggle yourself around in any way that feels good. Shake it out. All right. And then when you're ready, after this exhale, left foot comes up towards your left hand. Both hands move on the inside of your front foot. And see how far you can bring your torso down. Being kind to yourself always. Yes, finding that really straight back. The shoulder blades roll together and down your back so that the center of your chest pops out, reaches forward. Focus your attention. And find that sound of Om. One more deep breath. And as you're ready, walk back up to your hands. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Hop your back foot in closer. Shift your weight back as you lower both heels and straighten both legs. Find your asymmetrical forward fold. Squeeze your left quad, squeeze your low belly. And one more big deep breath. Inhale, find your half lift. So get long through your spine. And then exhale, walk your hands forward. Shift your weight into your front foot, lift your back leg up. Standing split, so chest towards your side, back leg high, 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 high. And then as you're ready, let's try to find yourself into that tight little ball. So pull your knee into center. Bring your hands towards heart center. Squeeze yourself together. Then set your gaze before you start to move. With control, finding that sound of Om, start to straighten out. Hold your warrior three. We're going to add on one move here. And listen, try to bend your back knee and bring it behind your front knee. So just bend both knees. The curtsy squat, but without your hands on the floor. Good. Inhale, reach it back out into your warrior three. And then turn it into your Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Do your best, don't worry about it. Play with it. Let yourself move into those spaces that feel uncomfortable. Take a deep breath. And bend into your front knee. Land on your back foot, warrior two. Again, find that space that feels uncomfortable. Go ahead. Just yoga class. Take that deep bend into your front knee. Deeper than you usually do. Make your feet wider. Y'all need to see my teacher when he gets down and his arms touch the ground. I need to get a video of that. It's just, I'm like, how? Inhale, straighten out your front leg. Shift your hips as you reach, Trikonasana. Left hand down under your knee, right arm up to the sky. Oh, go the other way first, Sophia. Right. As you inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your belly, come up through center, reverse your triangle. Do regular triangle if you already reversed. Yeah, you can just catch up. Good, so take one more big deep breath here. And so really reach back. Breathe into that side of your body that's being stretched out, right? So armpit to hip on your left side. Come up out of your regular triangle if you're in it. Stay where you are in reverse. Stay where you are in reverse. There we go. Good. Bend into your front knee. So it should increase the stretch a little bit. Keep reaching back. Really resist with the top half of your body. Deep, deep bend in your front knee. And good. You guys are getting flexible. One more big deep breath. Good. And then inhale as you come up. Let's take that side plank. So left hand windmills to the floor, middle of your mat. Turn to the left. Stack your feet if you can. Shorten on the right side of your body. Yeah, I think we're left side. Good. And one more big deep breath. Good. Circle your top hand down to the floor. Good. And then bend your knees towards the floor. Shift your hips back to your heels. If you can, sit right on your heels. If you can, sit in between your heels. So your version of Virasana. You need a pillow or a blanket, stick that underneath your hips. And then if you can go deeper, then you'll lean back. So eventually bringing your low back all the way to the floor. Be kind to your knees. Good, big deep breath. And again, attention at the space between your eyebrows. If you can, through that space, just connect to that eternal sound of Om. Sound that's always happening, always there whenever you need it. Just focus your attention or connect you to everything. Take one more big deep breath. And as you're ready, really gently start to make your way back up. Take your hands forward, come off your knees one at a time. So just straightening one leg out behind you and then the other. You can bend and straighten through your knee a couple times. Everything track on center. Wake back up. And then when you're ready, we're going to take Baddha Sirshasana. So if you know where you're going and you can take bound headstand, excuse me, go up. If bound headstand is not something you want to do, you can do it on your forearms. If you want to stay off your head, you're welcome to do pincha. You're welcome to use the wall if you want. And if you want just a step down further for that, you can take rabbit. So reaching back for your heels, crown of your head to the floor. Pull with your arms, lift your hips up, press your head into the floor. That would be your very first modification step. And if you can get all the way up. In your headstand, you can take full lotus. If you're in your pincer, you could play with bending your knees and bringing your knees towards your head, reaching your head forward and the chest forward. Nice. Ooh, squeeze your belly, squeeze your pelvic floor. Nice. Good job. And we're going to take about 30 to 40 more seconds. So if you're playing here, keep at it. If you're just working on trying to catch your balance, go up, come down, go up, come down. Good. Nice. Really nice. Good. And then prepare to come down if you're still up. Move yourself into child's pose, just keeping your head down for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, let's take shoulder stand. So it is a counter pose. Headstand, it stretches out the back of your neck. So if your trapezius is feeling tight after all that, it's a good thing to do. So any way you want to get there, you can take downward facing dog, hop through and lay down. You can just roll over your legs. And eventually roll all the way back, lift your hips up, catch your low back. And elbows and shoulders close. Push into your upper arms. And if you can take full lotus and press your knees up to the sky. Otherwise, just imagine getting all the benefits of the full pose. And wherever you are with the pose, imagine sharing the benefits of the pose with everyone else through that connection at your heart. Couple more big deep breaths. And when you're ready, let's take Halasana. So if you want to take Pindasana, keeping your legs in full lotus, you can do that. If you'd like to extend your legs out and stretch them out. And again, here you can have your legs straight, tops of your feet to the floor. If it feels better, bend your knees and take Karna Pindasana. Knees beside your ears, that's okay too. Wherever you are, squeeze your lower belly. Focus on the Om. Just rock up into Navasana. So release any binds you have. Start to roll yourself down. As your hips come down, rock yourself up. Nice. Hold it. 5, 4, good. 3, 2. Good. Ardha Navasana. Legs stay really still. So bend your knees and take your toes to the floor if you need to. Just your chest lowers and exhale, just your chest lifts. So legs still, just the top half of your body moves. Yes, good. Do 3 more. For 3, 2, really nice. 1 more. Good, rock all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest. Relax your head and neck. All right. When you're ready, take your knees over your hips, shins parallel to the floor, interlace your fingers behind your head and shoulders up off the mat. Bicycle to the right and to the left. So ready, steady, go for 10, 9, good, 8, bicycle, 5, 8, I went 8, 5, you wish. Let's see, we'll call that 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, keep going, 1 more on each side. Nice, pull it in, little rest. And legs up to the sky. Double leg lower, simple ab moves tonight. So hands can be under your glutes, head and shoulders can be up off the mat, both legs lower to as far as you can keep your low back down. Exhale, both legs lift. Good, with control. Beautiful. Good, 8 more. Good, 7, 6, 5, low back down, 4, 3, 2. Good, legs up to the sky on 1. Reach your hands up, point your toes, crunch up, 10, 9, a little faster, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more, 9, 8, keep going, 7, you got it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Nice work. All right, just 1 more. Let's take a couple rounds of the full V. Yeah, so reach your arms over your head, reach your legs out long. So this is the one where everything stays as long as you can, straightest legs you can. Exhale, you come up to the V position. See if you can touch your toes. Inhale, you lower down. So you can lower all the way down to the floor or just a hollow body. Obviously, hollow body is a little harder, so it depends on how you feel. Ready? Exhale, come up. Try to touch your toes. Good. Inhale, lower with control. So especially if this feels hard, then really take the lower slow. Okay, really control your descent. That's going to help you get the up. Good. 5 more. 5. Nice. 4. Looking so good, guys. 3. Try to do 1 more before you quit. 2. Good. 1 more. Quit was the wrong word. I meant rest. I know you guys don't quit. You're beasts. Lay all the way down. When you get to that place where you want to take a little break, see if you can do 1 more, or even half a one, right? Just add on just that little bitty bit. Take 1 more deep breath. And then when you're ready, pull your knees into your chest, rock up and down the length of your spine. Roll over your knees, plant your palms, step or hop back, and lower all the way down to the floor. So thighs to the floor. And then inhale, push up for your cobra. So if you want, you can even take your elbows forward and come onto your forearms. That feels better. We're going to keep going up. We're going to keep stretching. So good. So pelvis down. Pull your chest through your arms, just like you were just dragging your pelvis on the floor. Imagining as you drag space, moving in between all your vertebrae. Good. And then as you exhale, scoop out your belly, lift your hips back up just to tabletop. Good. And then walk your hands forward, lower chin and chest towards the floor. Find your puppy pose. And again, focus out the space around your armpits. So really let your armpits get heavy. So hips will stay up. You're still curving through your back and taking a back bend. And your chest is reaching towards the floor. Remember, if you can, you'll look towards your fingertips and imagine just laying the front of your throat right flat down on the floor. One day it's going to happen for me. I just know it. And it's going to feel so good. And take 1 more big deep breath here. And then walk your hands back, bring them under your shoulders. And then slide yourself forward onto your belly again. So just shift your hips forward and into like your upward facing dog. And straighten out your arms. Take 1 more big deep breath here. Good, and then scoop out your belly, hips up and back. Take child's pose, so chest to your thighs. Relax. And maybe make those fists and take them to your low back and just kind of pummel your low back with your fist, pounding it out, relaxing. All right, when you're ready, let's come forward onto your belly and take Dhanurasana. So do 1 straight up on center. So lay yourself flat, bend your knees, reach back, catch your ankle. As you inhale, shoulder blades together, chest lifts up. Lift your chest, lift your knees, kick back into your hands. Good. Everything lifts up as much as you can. Tilt forward just a little so you can lift your knees a little bit more. Good. 1 more big deep breath. And now let's see if we can switch the grip. So now take your right hand, see if you can catch your left foot. I don't know. Yeah, so try to reach behind you. Yes. Now can you press up again? Kick back. Lift up. Yeah. Good. Take one more deep breath. So are we grabbing both feet crossed? So we're just grabbing one foot. You're reaching around and catching the opposite foot with the opposite hand. Opposite foot, the opposite hand. You're catching left foot and right hand. Right. So it's just here. It's just one lift. And then let's switch. So reach back. Your feet, your ankles aren't going to be crossed. Reach this other arm forward. Take Yana Mudra with it. Be real fancy with your other arm. Yeah. Hey. There you go. Nice. Lift, lift, lift. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale, release. Good job. Shake your hips out. Good. Push your hips up and back. Come to standing on. Yeah, let's see standing on your knees. Let's take a round of Ustrasana. And we're going to just do it in all directions today. So stand on your knees, hips width distance apart, hands to your hips. And so inhale, push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes in your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift your chest up, up, up. When you can't go up anymore, then start to reach back. One hand reaches for your heel, the other hand reaches for your other heel. If you need to, tuck your toes to make your heels closer, or just keep your hands on your hips. Again, think ribs forward, chest up. Go ahead, let your ribs spread wide. So as your ribs spread wide on the front of your body, your shoulder blades and ribs come closer on the back side of your body, yeah? Kick into your shins to reach your hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Take one more deep breath. Good. Inhale, kick into your shins. Push yourself forward. Roll up, head last. Nice. And let's do the twist for this one too. So this time we'll go back one at a time. So one heel, you'll catch your right heel, look over this way, then we'll switch, yeah? Good. So inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, reach back. Oh, feels good. Push your hips forward. Take another deep breath. We're here. But see if you cannot come back up through center. So just find your full camel again, both hands down, and then lift your right arm up. Press forward. Good. Exhale, shift your hips down to your heels. Lay down on your back. Let's take a round of Urdhva Dhanurasana. So if you want to work on your drop back, if you want to walk down the wall, or you can start on the floor. You can always do modified bridge if that's not for you, or you can actually repeat any back bend that you'd like. All right, I'm going to cue modified or Urdhva Dhanurasana from the floor. So bring your fingertips to the floor by your ears. So your thumbs are close to your ears. Turn your hands that way. And then push up, bring the crown of your head to the floor. So really quick, lift up, bring the crown of your head to the floor and towards your feet. And then flatten out your palms and push up the rest of the way. Good. Push, push with your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Good. Yeah, if you're in modified bridge, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your glutes. Wherever you are, push down really hard with your feet. Oh, nice. Take one more deep breath. And exhale, tuck your head, tuck your chin, roll yourself down. Good. Pull your knees into your chest. You think you got one more in you? Try one more. So this may not be for you. It's not for me. It's not for my shoulders. But if you feel like your shoulders are open enough when you get up into your bridge pose, your Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can kind of shift your chest through your arms, kind of push back, push back, push back, if that makes sense. You can even catch the outside edges of your mat if that makes it easier for you. Wherever you are with it, let's take one more back bend. When you're ready, inhale, lift up. Good. 5 and 4, 3. And like you're reaching your chest to the wall behind you. 2, 1. Roll down. Knees into your chest. Good job. And rock all the way up to a seat. Let's take Ardha Matsyendrasana. So you'll cross your legs, left heel in towards your glute, right foot over your left thigh. As you inhale, lift your chest up. Good. Twist to the right. Walk your right hand behind you and over to the left. See if you can hook your elbow. So push with your elbow, pull with your right hand, turn as far over your back shoulder as you can. And listen, if you're all the way over, if you have your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh, see if you can bring your hands down. You have to kind of uncross your legs, bring both feet down, lift your hips up, and take your Parsvarottanasana. Yeah. Good job. See if you can extend your top leg back. Nice. And then when you're ready, come back into it. Nice job. Good. It's not important. That's what my teacher says. I love it. He'll tell us to do something that's so hard and so crazy, and then he goes, not important. Okay. He's right. Right heel in, switch sides. And lift your chest up, turn to the back. Imagine bringing your right ribs around to your left thigh. Lift your chest up, finding that baby cobra back. One more big deep breath. And inhale, lick center. Good. If you can get your elbow down, I need to uncross my knees. I can't do it, but some people can do it with crossed legs. You can see if you can come up with your legs crossed. Finding the balance. Yeah. So just play with it. Nice. Yeah, there you go. The good thing about that one is you're not far from the floor. So if you come down, if it doesn't turn out well, it's usually okay. All right. When you're ready, just come back to sitting on your mat. Take your feet mat width distance apart. Flex your feet, toes up to the sky. So make sure your feet are on the outside of your mat. Keith, imagine where your regular mat size would be. And then fold forward. Try to catch the backs of your heels and walk yourself down. If your shoulders are down below your knees, then start to straighten out your legs. So your hands are underneath your legs. Yes. Touch the outsides of your feet, Sophia. I can't tell if you, what, I can't see. I'm just, yeah, there you go. And now straighten everything back out. Flatten back out. Yes, perfect. Really good. One more big deep breath. And then as you inhale, release your bind, walk yourself up, and then open your legs into a wide leg split. If you can, as much as you can, get on the front edge of your sit bones. So trying to avoid this, right? You want this. Almost feels like you have an arched back, like you're bringing your pubic bone towards the floor first, right? And then go ahead and fold forward. Walk your hands out. Good. Think about those same things that we thought about when we did lizard, right? So ribs forward, right? Back of your neck long. And trying to avoid rounding your back, pushing your spine out behind you, and instead pulling it through your arms. One more deep breath. Walk over towards your right leg. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up and overhead. See if you can catch the outside of your right foot. So you'll bind with your right foot, left hand on the outside, right hand on the inside. If you can. If you can't, then just take your hand on the floor and reach your arm over your head, up to the sky or behind your head. Good. Wherever you are with it, think about bringing your bottom ribs up to the sky. Yes, I mean, it's like a little rubber band. Like you're just gonna lay your spine right out on your side one day. I know it's gonna happen. It's crazy. It's almost there. Take one more deep breath. It must feel so good. That's all I can think. And then roll yourself through center. Take a breath right through center, and then walk over to the left side. Do the same thing. Try to turn your chest open, catching your foot. If you're really far down, like Sophia is, then try to take your top hand over the sole of your foot and then point your toes. It's gonna help push, yeah. It'll just stretch you out just a little bit deeper. There you go. Beautiful. You guys look great. I'm really trying to stack your shoulders. It's even more than stacking your shoulders though, because you're really trying to bring your bottom ribs around, finding a big rotation with this side bend. Good. One more deep breath. And then walk yourself through center last time. Last little hold through center. And then stay down here. So stay folded through center. And then see if you can just bend your knees a little. Just kind of pop your knees up. Makes it a little bit different. So be kind to yourself. Don't shove. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then inhale, walk yourself up through center. Good, bend your knees again. Fold on the inside of your right leg. Plant your palm down on the outside. Reach over with your left hand, catch your foot and lift up. I'm not a good example, but Sophia is. Good. Now, make sure that you don't rotate your leg. So your knee, right, when you start, your foot is pointed forward, right? And as you move into it, the sole of your foot stays just like this, right? We're not rotating out, internal rotation. Good. So if you can't catch the outside of your foot, if you're like me and this is a really hard pose, then just plant your palm down on the floor, shift your weight over into your right hand, just catch the outside of your foot even, or you don't even have to catch anything, but it kind of slides off your leg. Turn your chest to the left. Good, release your foot. Let your leg come over your front arm. Good. Plant your palms forward. See if you can lift your hips up and behind you and lift your left leg straight up. Yeah, take your Ashtavakrasana, cross at your ankles, shift your feet over to the side. And just play with it. Nice. And then let's come back down, do the other side. Get it. Go for it, do it. All right. When you're ready, let's do the other side. So all toes point forward. All right, that's gonna help you with this alignment. So come forward on the inside. Plant your left palm down, catch the outside of your left foot. So shift your weight over to the left a little. Press into your left hand as you reach up. Yeah. But if y'all feel like this is a really hard pose, it's okay. I do too. I can't do it either. I'm like so stuck in it, but yeah. So just try, do your best. One more big deep breath. And then release your foot. Let your knee bend and hang over your upper arm. See if you can just at least do the lift up. Maybe just lift straight up and down. You can move into Ashtavakrasana. You can play with any exits. Good. And then if you're done, what time is it? Look at that. Who's on time tonight? Okay. Bring the soles of your feet down. Roll yourself down. Knees into your chest. Take a little twist. So I'm going to cue both knees over to the side, but you're welcome to do a different twist if that sounds better, feels better. So both knees over to the right, look to the left. And then inhale, come up through center and switch. Let your inhale bring you back through center. Pull both knees into your chest. Round your eyes up to your knees. Squeeze everything together. And then let it go. Reach your legs out long. Turn your palms up. Close your eyes. And take a big inhale. And as you exhale, release your body to the floor. And relax the lower half of your body. So release your glutes, your legs, your feet. Relax the whole of your back, your shoulders, and all the way out your arms to your fingertips. Relax the back of your neck. Sink the back of your head heavy to the floor. And crawl that relaxation all the way over your scalp to your forehead. Releasing through your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, your lips. And feel open through the front of your throat and light through your chest. And then prepare to leave your body and breath by themselves, bringing your attention inward, connecting with your higher self, allowing yourself to rest, unbothered by mental fluctuations. You gently start to bring your awareness back into your body. Deepening inhales and exhales. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle ankles and wrists. Eventually stretching lungs and fingertips to toes. And pulling your knees in for one last squeeze. And then rock to your right or to your left and press up to a seat. Bring your hands to heart center. You set an intention, excuse me, or a dedication. Bring that back to mind. Or just come back to your offering. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you live with ease. Namaste. Thanks for coming out. Love you guys. Good to see you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Good work.
Thank you.
There she is. Hey, Lauren.
Hi. I
You
don't
made
know
it.
why when I go to turn my camera on, it gives me these pop-up messages that I have to like X out of.
Oh,
before
yeah.
it actually comes on.
That it's like being recorded and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's something with like the security something on my computer, I think. It's
Oh.
just like giving me warnings, and I'm like, yes, I understand. So, takes me a while to actually to the camera. So, anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, we're glad you made it.
Yes, yeah, me too. Yeah, too bad. The weather didn't cooperate.
I know. It didn't even rain.
Oh, really?
I mean, no, it's not raining. It has not rained at all since they canceled it, basically. Now,
Yeah.
granted, it's wet.
Oh.
It's wet. It would have been
Yeah.
wet. And so, maybe not very comfortable to be on the ground when it's wet,
Yeah.
but still, like a bummer, though. It was a bummer.
Yeah, it like
Right.
poured rain where I am this afternoon, and my whole house
really?
shook. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
from the thunder. Yeah, like crazy lightning and thunder. My like entire house shook multiple times. So it was like,
It wasn't that bad here.
oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty bad here. So
It's not funny. It's not even that far away.
no, I'm like 10 miles, 12 miles, something like that.
Yeah. That's
So,
funny.
yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
next time.
That's why I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we'll see if I have power and internet. I don't know. The storms were really bad. So.
I mean, it looked really bad. I kept looking at the radar, like all last night and stuff, and it was looking terrible. But I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like here in Midtown, we miss out on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
You guys
There's
feel
a
like
little
that?
bit of lightning. Like I went to Whole Foods
Yeah.
right when I started to walk home.
Oh.
It was like, ooh. Put away the umbrella.
I know. Emmy and I were walking the other day with umbrellas, and there was a little bit of lightning, and she's like, "Are we gonna get struck by lightning?" And I was like, "Well." I was like, I was like, well, we do have these sticks of metal in the sky here. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
You guys have a good night.
will they reschedule it,
Sorry?
or will they reschedule the
So-
Wednesday for another Wednesday, or?
They don't reschedule it because they have events from April to October almost every night in the square.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, and so every Wednesday is a different studio teaching. So we'll get a turn again, but it's going to be like 4 weeks. Like we're
Oh,
on like
okay.
every 4 weeks or so because there's 3 other studios. So there's a good chance I'll bump my teacher who was supposed to teach. I know it's not very nice, but I kind of need the marketing time. I know. I feel
Yeah.
kind of conflicted about it. I'm like, I know it's not very nice. And I mean, I'll pay her anyway, you know, but I'm kind of like, I need to get out there because I need to like ramp up for teacher training. People need to like see my face and,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like get a chance to be in my class so they can see if they want to do teacher training with me. Cause I really need for that to like pick up when we open and I set those dates, I need it to fill up. Like I need
Yeah.
it to fill up, you know, cause it has been like, you know, there's a lot of debt, you know, so I need
Yeah.
for that to like go well. So it's like, I feel bad doing that to her, but I mean, I also like kind of need it, you know?
She'll understand.
I would,
I
yeah.
hope
She
Not like
would.
you're
I hope
exploiting
so.
people.
Do what?
It's a good work, so you can market it. It's
Yeah.
honest work.
Yeah.
Not
And I
like
mean, like
you're
I said, I can
taking
still pay
advantage of.
her. Yeah. I'll still pay her for the class. I just, I don't know. So anyway, I'll talk to her about it. I mean, she's mature. She's a grown woman, so hopefully she'll understand my dilemma.
Yeah, I would think
But
she would
I still
understand
feel bad.
that you're trying to, you're trying to build a business in a different location, a new
Exactly.
location, and like,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense.
I hope. Okay, that helps. Thank you. I hope so.
We'll do some word of mouth too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For
As soon
sure.
as
That's
it's
definitely
open,
the
I
best.
start telling my friends.
Mhm.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Friends in the sense, office people.
Right.
I spread the word.
Yeah. Yeah. And we are like, a hotel has reached out to us to get somebody to teach like classes on the roof. I think they're going to open it up to the public too. And I don't know if they're going to charge the public or just offer like a free class, which is what they should. It should be free. But it's going to be starting in like 2 Mondays if I can get a teacher out there. Mondays at
That
7
hotel
a.m.
right by.
No, the Moxie Hotel. So, you know, on the way to Whole Foods, there's those 2 hotels like right by the Four Seasons. It's the
Mhm.
Moxie.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to offer free parking. Don't ask them that. Have not for like because I just asked, I said, are you going to offer it to the public? And I don't think that she had thought about that. And then she emailed me later and said, yeah, we are going to offer it to the public. So I need to write her back and ask some of those questions like, well, is it going to cost anything? Will you offer free parking? But it'll be an option so that it'll be a 7 a.m. class on Monday mornings. And it's supposed to be nice, like up on the roof. It should be nice, you know?
I like
And
morning
then
classes.
a Thursday, you like morning class? Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that'll be good. And then Thursday at 4 p.m. is what we're starting with. But so she was like, yeah, well, maybe we can offer like our hotel, you know, workers like a discount, and we can like market you to like our guests and stuff. So like little things like that are starting to come together, which is great.
Nice.
Yeah. No, that is good.
Get the construction
talk to,
finished
like-
and actually have a space.
You can talk to the companies in the Colony Square, maybe offer like a corporate
Yeah.
package.
And
So
doesn't
they can-
Colony
For sure.
Square? Oh, sorry. Doesn't Colony Square send out an email like when that?
They do, and they will.
I just got an email for like 2 emails for that
The
ethnobotany
plant
shop.
shop. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so they should.
yeah.
get-
They will. They will, and they'll put like their signs up and stuff. So yeah, they'll do all their marketing there. And I can definitely send emails to the corporate spaces there. And I've got people who reach out and they're like, "Oh, I heard you're going to be there. When is it opening?" I'm like, "I have no idea." Anyway,
Have you been able to get anyone to start the construction yet, or?
we've started and then we've stopped, and then there's this issue and this issue, and so right now I'm waiting and trying to get them started again. I'm at a place where I thought, you know, I had to like find more money, and I did. And so I don't really understand why it's being so difficult to get them started again. But I'm trying to figure that out,
Yeah.
you know. But it's like waiting for people to reply. I mean, you know, you can send message, they don't reply. You're like, okay.
Hmm.
And I mean, I know on his end, my contact, that sometimes he's waiting for the guys to get back to him, you know? So I know there's that. I'm trying to like be patient and not be like pissed off and, you know, I know that that's the thing. Like, I just have to trust, because that's the thing I don't want to do.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
want to
I
do it.
mean, at the
I
same
want to
time,
like,
you are paying them, so it would be nice if they could, you will be paying them, so.
yeah,
the
I am paying them. I
response.
mean, it's a friend who's doing me a favor as well. So it's kind of one of those situations where it's a little bit tricky, right? Where
Mhm.
like they're doing me a big favor. There's no denying that, because everybody else was twice the price, you know. So
Yeah.
So
they
there's
kinda
that. So it's just
do
kind of
it.
it's a little delicate, right? Like, it's just a little delicate. Even though I am paying them, it's not as much as they would usually make,
Mhm.
you know. So I think that's part of the issue. But I don't know that I could have done it any other way, because I was never going to be able to get as much money as the other contractors were charging. It was literally double. I mean, it was like, you know, $450,000 for
Jeez.
a 1,200 square foot. It's a bathroom and walls and a floor, right? And it's not like covered in gold, right? The plan is not like solid gold floors. So I can't understand how things are. I think it's just the state of the world and how much things are costing. And,
Everything
you know
is
what I mean?
so fucking expensive.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a little bit the problem, right?
Yeah.
Supply
But
chain
it's like,
issues.
I just don't know that I could have done it any other way anyway. You know what I mean? Like, no bank was going to give me that much money. Even if I wanted to spend that much money on 4 walls and a floor, which I don't, no bank was going to like look at me and my finances and give me that much. Just
Yeah.
That's a
wasn't
lot.
happening,
That's a lot of
you know.
money.
It's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So
Yeah.
But a small business, definitely.
exactly. And especially being in that old space, you know, I didn't have like the funds to show like, oh, we're gonna, you know what I mean? Even though I feel pretty confident that in the new space, we're gonna make much more than we made in the old space. But, you know, getting someone else to believe that is difficult,
Yeah.
you know?
No, I mean, I just saw with where like Ember is in downtown Woodstock, like it gets packed in there, and you're in like a better
Yeah.
location than downtown
Yeah.
Woodstock. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
yeah,
I do.
like just having people walk by so much and see it, like that does huge
Exactly.
things.
Exactly. It will. And there's a lot, I mean, on nice days, there's a lot of people hanging out there at Colony Square. You know,
It's
they go
gonna
and they get
spring,
lunch.
so
Yeah. Yeah. And then all of those events they do there in the square, when people come to those, because our space is right off the square, you know, they're going to be seeing the studio. So that's what I was saying, like, even when the other yoga teachers are teaching the class, it's still going to be advertising for me, because it's going to be a whole yoga audience. You're going to be like, well, there's a yoga studio.
Yeah.
No, not just on Wednesday nights, every night. So,
we'll also be doing a class at the same time inside.
yeah, we'll be having class at the same time. So I think it's going to be good. It's just the getting there.
Yeah.
But you might scare away people with a Wednesday class.
Yeah, no core. You can't do
No, that's,
I know.
That's smart.
I know. I was like, I can't teach my typical Wednesday class when I teach that, but that's okay. I'll probably, when I go back around to teach the free class, I'll probably do a more Dharma inspired class.
Yeah.
Because I want people to kind of see that anyway, just because I don't know that there's any other Dharma teachers here except for Jeff. And I don't even know if he's certified or not. I know that he used to at least call Dharma his teacher.
Yeah, I don't
So I'm
know.
sure-
I don't know. Is Jeff still teaching? Do you know?
He is. He's teaching at, what's that studio in Roswell?
Where is he?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he just teaches once a week though.
Okay.
So he's got some other job, you know, he's like an engineer or something.
Yeah, he was like a physics major.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like, I don't know that there's any other Dharma teachers in Georgia, even in Georgia, definitely don't think in Atlanta. I don't know that for sure, but like when I've kind of Google searched it, there wasn't anybody else who came up. So I kind of want to, like, when I have a big crowd, kind of expose people to it and you know, see what it draws in, you know, and see if it
People will
speaks
connect
to
with
anybody.
that.
Hope so.
Yeah.
There's
like it a
enough time
lot.
in Dharma classes. It's easy to pick up.
Yeah, I think it can be. I think it's a much easier thing to connect to than like an Ashtanga Basics class. You know, Ashtanga Basics is so hard, you know, that, I mean, so many people would come in and say, do you have a class easier than this? And I'd be like, well, I didn't, but then I had to make one. You know, I had to make one because we didn't have one that was easier. So I think that the Dharma can be easier. But I mean, he still has plenty of poses that are like really hard and challenging. It's just, I don't know. It feels less intense to me for sure.
Mhm.
What do you guys think? Yeah.
I do. I think it's less like there's a different kind of vibe to it. It seems
sure.
more relaxed, like a little less rigid. Like even though
Yeah.
there's the series, it's not as inhale.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has nice tempo to it. More
Yeah.
uniform tempo than Ashtanga, where it gets intense at times.
It gets really intense. Yeah, for sure. Which sometimes that's fun. I like that. I mean, it did it for 20
just
years,
really
you
nice.
know. I really feel like that. I don't know. I feel like those Dharma classes for me right now, they're just right. The intensity is just right. It's like, I don't want anything. But I've never liked that about Ashtanga. I've never liked that rigidity. I've never liked that like militant kind of teaching. That's why I've never gone to like a traditional studio, because I'm like, I don't respond to that. You know, and they're like, it has to be like this and this and this. I'm like, no, get out. You know, like it makes me like rebel against it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and also because there's so much about it that they can't tell me why. You know, like I'm like, why does it matter if I know that
on the left instead of on the right?
Or why, you know, the one that really gets me is the breath count. Like they're like, well, the fifth vinyasa breath count is this pose. And I'm like, why is that important for me to remember? No one's ever, I can't find an answer to that. Why is it important? Why is it important for me to remember the 12th, you know, vinyasa breath count on this pose is this? It's not. It's like one of those little like, you know, esoteric things that people find because it makes them feel better than other people. You know what I mean? I'm an Ashtangi and I know that on this pose, the third breath count is this. I'm like, no, like get out. But you know what I mean? That's what Ashtanga draws. I mean, I know I'm talking so nasty about Ashtanga practice I've done literally for 20 years of my life, but that's what I find, you know. And so it's like it draws those people who are like really control freaks, myself included, control freak, type A.
I say,
and then
like me.
like me. That's why I loved it. But then all it does is feed the monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love
set up to feed the monster.
Yeah, like I love it. I do. But one of the reasons why I like having the Dharma so much is because I think it balances it. Because I don't like the attitude of like this is the only yoga and this is the only like I don't agree with that.
We're the best yogis. I mean, they totally think that. They do. They think that. There are the people I swear to God, I've practiced at the studio where, so, you know, they'll say the drishti, there's only like 3 or 4 drishtis in Ashtanga, right? The place to set your eyes. And so one of them is off the tip of your nose. And there are literally Ashtangis who are so overzealous that they will go cross-eyed looking at the tip of their nose while they practice. I'm like, how is that serving you? Who, you know what I mean? Who thinks that? No teacher looks at that and says, that's good for you. Yes, that's good for you. And just stop it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just stop it. It gets so ego-based. It's obnoxious. And I think that's also why the Dharma practice speaks to me, because it's all about transcending your ego and remembering that your practice is not about any of that stuff, right? It's about offering it up and letting it be more than just moving around on your mat. And I don't know, for me, when I found it, I felt like I didn't even know that I had been looking for it, but I found the thing I'd been looking for. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it felt to me. So,
No, that is.
yeah.
And now we get to experience it through you.
I know, and I'm so happy. Hey, yeah, so there's I think there's satsang this weekend, I'm pretty sure. Like I was saying, let me look real quick since I've got y'all. I was gonna say, if you guys want to come over to my,
What this weekend?
so it Dharma Studio is doing satsang. So they do it once a month, and satsang is where it's like we just come together as a community, and it's all via Zoom right now. And yeah, it's this Sunday at 7. And so the Dharma will talk sometimes, so sometimes he'll just talk about things. It's a chance for people to ask questions. There's a lot of like singing, you know, like the mantra songs and stuff. That part is definitely more fun in person, but it's still nice. It's still nice to do it. But I was going to say, I usually always go to satsang because I like it. It's a way to like connect with the other people and with my teacher. I told you before, I mean, if he's talking, I'm listening, you know, like I'm there for it. So I'm gonna do it here. If you guys want to come over, you're welcome to come join me.
Okay.
Because it's not like a free thing, you know, you have to like sign up and pay for it. So, but it's like I have a bunch of classes, you know, because I have to take so many classes with my teacher training. So
Yeah.
if you
Is
want
it
to
on
come,
Sunday?
just let me know.
Okay.
It's Sunday at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, I was like PM or AM?
No, not AM.
Okay.
Roll out of bed.
Important difference there.
Yeah. All right, so let me know if you want to come, or any other month.
Okay,
Always
thank you.
Open invitation.
Thank you.
Yeah, love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
Have a
I'm
good
gonna go
night.
get some dinner.
Thank you. Yeah.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks.